Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So things just keep getting better. The person who is responsible for overseeing all of Biden's gun control during his 4-year term was just given the boot. The pink slip, the walking papers, she is out. Pamela Hicks has been fired by Attorney General Pam Bondi. Let's talk about it. Hey, real quick, if you support the complete and unconditional restoration of our Second Amendment rights, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it only takes a second, but it really does help us out here quite a bit. So thank you to everybody who subscribes. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, just fired Pamela Hicks. And who is Pamela Hicks? Well, she was the Chief Counsel for the ATF, which means that she oversaw all of the gun control that came out of that three-letter agency during that time period, and is at least partially why we are in so many lawsuits right now challenging all of the new rules that came out of that agency. So I guess all I have to say to that is goodbye, good riddance. We don't need anybody in government like that doesn't respect our constitutional rights. And again, she oversaw everything that came out of that department over that 4-year period. This is what she writes about her termination on one of her profiles. So she writes here, earlier today, I was served official notice from the Attorney General of the United States that I was being removed from my position as Chief Counsel of ATF and my employment with the Department of Justice terminated. She goes on to talk about how it was just a pleasure for her to work with everybody there, and especially over her long 28-year career of infringing on our constitutional rights. Now, in my opinion, people like Pamela Hicks represent what is a total lack of respect in our federal government for the Second Amendment, where they treat the Second Amendment like it's a second-class right, and somehow not on the same playing field as all of our other rights. So it's nice to see Attorney General Bondi step in here and just totally clean house. You know, we had Dettelbach, who stepped down prior to the new administration taking office. We have the Chief Counsel now being fired. We have Trump's executive order to protect the Second Amendment, which has placed on hold multiple lawsuits across the country. We're seeing some big changes happen, and we're seeing that potentially we could have a culture shift within the bureaucracy, which has been the big problem. You have these career politicians like Hicks, who has been in the federal government for the past almost 30 years now, affecting policy that affects our rights every single day. And now we're seeing those people picked out, weeded out, removed, and replaced with people who believe in the Constitution. So again, it is going to matter who takes that spot, right? So somebody's going to fill that spot, and hopefully it's somebody who believes in the Second Amendment and treats it like all of our other rights. But it's nice to see that, look, we've taken out the sweeper, we're getting rid of the dirt, we're replacing it with something clean. And this is exciting. Now, try and keep in mind that while all of this is happening, and it's great news, there's still a big push to completely dismantle this agency. So we're going to have to pay attention to that moving forward as well. So we've been seeing a lot of action from the executive branch, which is phenomenal. But now we need the legislative branch to start moving. I want to see a lot of these new bills that were introduced at the very beginning of the year start making their way through the process so they can be voted on and hopefully one day signed by the president, which would be great. And hopefully the good news train just keeps coming in so I can tell you guys what's on it. I wanted to share that with you all today. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Thumbs ups are always appreciated. And you guys have a great day.